My name is Carrie Schutter, and I am a registered nurse, and I have been at Sumner Regional Medical Center since 2005. I have gotten to do a variety of things with my nursing degree. The most recent thing that I'm doing is actually my very favorite job that I've had there, and I am actually the HR recruiter. So I get to recruit all of the staff that come to work at our facility, and that's really my favorite thing that I've ever gotten to do there, because I get to talk about the hospital and talk about our opportunities and help, young nursing graduates coming out to kind of find their place. For a nursing degree specifically for my job, I have an associate's nursing degree that I actually got right here at Ball State through the TSU program that used to be there, and now Ball State has their own nursing program, which is fantastic. We're really excited about that. At the hospital, there are a ton of different career opportunities that may or may not require a certain degree. We do hire for nursing assistants, certified nursing assistants. You can be certified, or if you're not certified but you are maybe somebody that wants to see if you might want to go to nursing school or have an interest in healthcare or have some sort of training in that field, will still take you on and try to help to train you on the job as well as a nursing assistant. We do hire both associate degree RNs and bachelor degree RNs. And obviously then from there, with a nursing degree, you can choose to go back to school, and you could with nursing, the sky is the limit. You could go back to get your master's degree. From that point on, you could choose a variety of paths as well. There's really, with healthcare in general, there's just no end to what you can do. I need to look at any of the applications that come in, and depending on the job, I want to make sure that the person has the right credentials, or what kind of work experience do they have, just kind of the overall picture. And then if they look like they might be a good candidate, then I'll send it on to that particular unit director, who then in turn will look at them over as well and determine if they want to set up an interview. The other things I think that are important about my job is just really kind of keeping all the positions that we have open and available kind of organized, and kind of knowing what is out there. And then really, my biggest role is to be a good support system to the hospital directors and to try to help them meet their hiring needs and find them good candidates. For a nurse, it just really depends on what your role is. I mean, it could be really anything. If you are working on the unit, you're going to come in, early in the morning probably if it's a 12-hour shift, and you'll probably get report first thing. You'll see your patient assignment. At our hospital, I know that they really try to watch like the patient-nurse ratio, and they try to make sure that they also take acuity into account. So, we really try to be careful to balance that to make things manageable, and then to work also together as a team. And so after you get that, obviously they would start to assess their patients and kind of carry out their day and prioritize based on the needs of those patients. I guess the most challenging part of my job is that it is so important to find good nursing candidates, in particular, good candidates for any position that we hire for. And that's so important because, we want to work really hard at Sumner Regional, I feel like, to kind of maintain a positive work culture and environment. We have a wonderful nurse residency program. And when we're talking about the new graduate nurses coming out, that's a huge benefit to them. And so when we look at selecting new graduate nurses, especially to come on board, we want to try to, be careful to select candidates that we feel like, we always like to ask them, what are your career goals, and what are your interests? And, we want to be able to kind of help them to get where they want to go. So I think just kind of choosing people that, we feel like are going to continue to help us to promote that positive work and culture at the hospital is important. As far as nursing in general, there's a lot of challenges that go into nursing in general. That's kind of just such a wide topic. If you're talking about patient care, I think that the most challenging thing kind of that I've seen in my past would just be, when things don't go the way that you want them to go. Nurses do really carry a lot of that, on them too. And I know that, that can be very challenging and sad a lot of times. So, just kind of realizing that you're here to continue to take the very best care of patients and, try to make the best outcomes possible as, often as possible is what the goal is. So if you are interested, I would encourage anybody that felt like they might have a calling. I mean, because nursing is, I feel like, a calling. And, if you feel like that you have an interest and a compassion and an empathy toward people and taking care of them, I would recommend that you definitely seek it out, at least to see if it might be something that's a good career, because the honest truth is that there is nothing that you cannot do with a nursing degree. You can go any direction that you want to go. You can do pretty much anything, whether it is nursing administration or nursing education, or continuing on in any really area of patient care that you want to go, critical care, emergency, just anything. I would recommend that, if you, depending on where you're at with your life, for instance, my daughter's at Gallatin High School, and so she has considered that she might want to be a nurse someday. So she made sure that she is enrolling, in all the healthcare courses there and the HOSA, and kind of getting involved in those things, because, she just wants to kind of seek it out and see. So I would, recommend just maybe take like a health, class, or anatomy and physiology. Just try something out and see if it's something that you think, might be something you would be interested in. We do have a lot of, different opportunities right now across, all areas of the hospital. Obviously, nursing is something that, we're continuously recruiting for. The good thing about nursing is that you probably will always have a job, because there's a lot of career opportunities in the field. Sumner Regional, I feel like, is a special place to have your career, because we are going to be invested in your success and where you want to go, and helping you to meet those goals. Almost all of our nursing unit directors actually started out in our hospital system as bedside nurses. So growth and promotion from within is very important to us. And I think that for Sumner Regional, we're just the perfect size hospital, in my opinion, because we're not too big and we're not too small. We're big enough that we're doing really exciting things, like we're, opening this neurosurgical ICU and getting into neurosurgery, which is huge. But we're also, not so big that you kind of get lost in the shuffle. You are going to get that personalized attention and care about your career. And so when they notice, hey, this is something that this person has shown that they're excelling at and they have an interest in, we're going to try to help you seek those opportunities to meet those career goals for you and help you get there faster. We also have, for our nurse residency program, and really for anybody coming in that maybe has graduated and they still have some student loan debt, we do have a $20,000 student loan repayment program, which we do still have some spots in. And that program is designed to pay off up to $20,000 worth of student loan debt over the course of 3 years. So that's a huge benefit for new nurse graduates coming out. Lots of incentives, lots of good things. We want to try to invest in our employees, and we want our employees in turn to, hopefully build long and satisfying nursing careers, and kind of go back to benefit of our community.